I'd no sooner fallen into a seat on the bus, gasping for breath, than I had a fantastic idea. Well, maybe it wasn't that fantastic, and maybe it wasn't really an idea, but at least it was something. Yuehao, I asked, can you come back to my place? Well, what about my homework? He shot back, Mom would kill me if I don't go home and do it. Easy, you can do it at my place, I suggested. Afterwards, Yuehao gave me a sharp look. After what? Well, there's one thing we still haven't done, I explained. We haven't gone online. Maybe there's something on the net about magnetic hands. The only trouble is, computers have metal in them, so I can't use mine. But you can. Yuehao snapped his fingers. You're brilliant thinking, Joshua. Your brilliant dumbness, Joshua, Gabriel mocked us. How come we girls aren't invited? Don't you think we can use a computer? Joanne tilted her nose in the air. She turned to Gabriel. I think we should go online too, and I'll bet we find something before the boys do. We left the girls simmering at the bus stop. I couldn't be bothered arguing with them. When you've got magnetic hands, every minute matters. When we reached my apartment, Mom was happy to see Yuehao, and I know why. He is so smart and intelligent and polite and hardworking, and I think Mom thinks that he's good influence on me. But she doesn't know what I think that's what she's thinking. She served us some chicken sandwich while we waited for my computer to boot up. Joshua, she glared at me. Must you always walk around with your hands in your pockets? But it makes you look lazy. You don't see Yuehao acting like that. But Mom, I've got to use my pockets for something, I complained. Pockets are for things, not hands, she snapped as she left the room. Yuehao sat down at my computer and logged onto a scientific website while I stood behind him, with my hands buried deep in my pockets. Wow, he muttered as he read the text on the screen. Some magnets are permanent, like the magnets that keep refrigerator doors closed. Then there are others that are electromagnets, made by passing an electric current through the wire coil. He kept mumbling to himself as he read on. ATM and credit cards have magnetic strips, and in the compass the pointer is magnetized so it can align itself with the Earth's magnetic field. He looked over at his shoulder. Hey Joshua, if we can't hear you, we can always use you as a compass. I wasn't in the mood for your house sick humor. What does it say about demagnetizing magnets? I asked urgently. He entered demagnetization and the search engine went to work. There are 4 ways, he announced. The first, stroking a magnet with another magnet, but it won't work if the magnet being stroked is very powerful. We know that, I snapped impatiently. What else? Heating, he read from the screen. You hold a naked flame under the magnet and that disturbs the magnetic particles, makes them vibrate and they lose their alignment. Once they do that, the magnet won't be magnetic anymore. No, I don't want to burn my hands, I shouted in horror. Well, the third way is to hammer the magnet, and that will also throw the magnetic particles out of alignment. No, I will. Nobody's hammering my hands. Well, your house scratched his head. The only other way is with electricity using an alternating current. No, I screamed. I don't want to be electrocuted. Or, he said excitedly, we could do what they do with ships. It's called degaussing. De-whatting? It says here that all steel-hulled warships are like floating magnets, Yuehao rattled on, which means they can be targets for certain kinds of weapons. So when they built the ships, they installed degaussing coils in the hull and passed an electric current through them. That removes the ship's magnetism. They also run electricity through coils in the forward part of the ship and from the keel to the magnet deck. I thought Yuehao was going nuts, but he thought he was a scientist. Wow, look, he babbled on. There are formulas for working out the intensity and direction of the magnetic field of ferromagnetic plates. Looks easy. Maybe they'll help us. Where M per is permanent magnetization and M in is induced magnetization. B minus BO equals Fm equals Fm in plus Fm per, or C plus ID M in plus Cm per equals FHO. Stop, I screamed. I'm not a ship and you're giving me a magnetic headache. I sank into a chair, my hands so deep in my pockets they were almost poking holes through the bottoms of them. I had never felt so helpless in my life. Surely there was a cure for magnetism. There had to be. If there wasn't, my life was doomed. I wonder what the girls are doing. I asked in despair. You have got to be joking. Yuehao snorted indignantly. What would they know that we don't?